This week's episode is all about how rich we really are. What does make you truly rich? And the dream that reminded me that I am the richest person in the world. Just a reminder before we get into things, to follow me on Instagram, Miss Brightside25, and you'll find a link in my bio to sign up to my emails. But don't worry, I won't spam you. I haven't got that much time to write emails. So, let's get into it. Welcome back! Today I'm going to be talking about why we are the richest people in the world. But before I get into that, I thought I'd give you a little update on my life this week. So I didn't want to be an adult this week. My lamp bulb has gone, and it's probably been gone for the last week and a bit, if I'm honest with you. Like any grown-up does, I've just been using the TV as a light. Because I've been too lazy to go to the shop and buy a light bulb. That will make you laugh, I hope, this week. Rest in peace, Wilkinson's, because that was the last light bulb that was in there, and a bit of nostalgia there. I feel it was a bit sad that I couldn't go to Wilkinson's to get a light bulb. Anyway, I hope your week's going better than mine, but I see the positives. I've got a telly to light up the room. Yeah, we work with what tools we have, as we say. Anyway, so why do I think that we're all the richest people in the world than we've ever been? I think sometimes we base our richness on money, materialistic things, what we have around us. I think that society makes us feel like we need to be keeping up with the Joneses, like I've talked about before. We're keeping up with the Kardashians, and you need to have the best of the best. And you should be spending your money because people want us to spend our money on things rather than invest and become richer, because it makes the richer richer. I'm here to tell you that you are the richest person in the world just by being who you are. Now, the people around us make us rich. Money can't buy you happiness. Money can't buy you love. Money's a really emotive subject. So that's why I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how rich we are as people. We are so rich with the people around us. People who choose to spend their time. To me, time is the most valuable commodity in the world that no one ever really talks about. It's something you can't ever get back. If you spend it with somebody, that is amazing because you are choosing to spend your most valuable thing in the world with somebody. So like that, to me, if somebody chooses to spend their time with me, I'm like, or take their time to spend their time with me, I'm like, that is amazing because they value me. That's what makes us rich. We're able to give out time to people. And like, time is precious, whether we're trying to juggle just being a mother, doing the school run, running around, and like time goes so fast. And as you get older, it just goes in a blink of an eye. So choosing to spend that valuable minutes that you can never get back. Once that time is spent, it can't be recuperated. So it's about making sure you are spending that valuable asset of yours in a way that makes you feel better, your life feel better. And because let's be honest, it's tough. And when you try to juggle things around and people are pulling you from pillar to post, asking too much of you, you got to say, stop. I'm spending time on me, or my friends, or going doing things that I want to do, sacrificing your time for maybe a child's school activity, or sacrificing your time to be a grandparent, or do the school runs, whatever that is, you do that because they add to your life. And this is where your cup becomes full, because we are the richest people in the world. Materialistic things doesn't mean to say you're rich. In my world, richness comes from, are you loved? And as far as I'm concerned, we're all loved in some way, shape or form. With the people around you. The richest type of memories you have in your mind is who was there, not what was bought for you or what you were doing. The people around you, the funny stories and the nostalgia, and that you can live on forever in a memory that somebody passes on about you, or a funny story. Like that magic. That magic makes us rich on how we can tell a story and how wonderful life can be. Whether you create stuff, whether you're crafty, like that is your way of being rich. You have the skills to pass on something magical to somebody and teach somebody. You're a teacher, you're a hairdresser, you're a therapist. Let's be honest, hairdressers are therapists. If you work in any frontline job, you are basically somebody's free therapist, let's be honest. No one ever tells us the stuff that's going on good in their lives. They always tell us the bad stuff. So like if you're in a relationship and you go to see your friend, you don't say you're the lovely day you had yesterday. You go, oh, I done my head in yesterday, or she done my head in yesterday, or they done my head in yesterday, whatever. And you just like, you tell the bad stories, you don't tell the good stuff. So for me, richness is about the stuff that money can't buy that makes us rich in the soul. From the friendship, the love, the family that we have around us, and how we fill up that cup of time and how we use it makes us the richest people in the absolute world. Those people who answer the phone to you when you ring them, those people who check in when you haven't heard of you, you're having a bad day, they are what make us rich. They're people who care. And let me tell you, today, before I recorded this, I cried. I cry, not all the time, but when I feel like I need to. I had quite a little sad moment because I had a wonderful dream last night, and I'm going to tell you about it because I think it's poignant. And this is how I feel like I'm rich to be able to cry. So I think when you lose somebody in life, grief, I'll talk about this maybe a little bit separately, but grief is so hard, and it's hard on us all. But for me, those tears that come out are just the endless love that we had for that person. All those tears and crying that comes out is an outpouring of the endless love we had for that person. So last night I dreamt of my wonderful Nanny Nil, who I've talked about before, who died at the wonderful age of 93. She was a fabulous woman. That's who I've got lots of my travelling epic from both my nans. They loved a day trip, and so do I. But last night I dreamt of her, and it was a wonderful dream. I went into her house. It's the magic of dreams in it. I could turn the clock, and as I turned the clock, time went backwards. And I went backwards to when she was well, to when she was unforgetful and didn't have dementia. And I went into her living room, and she was sitting in her cream chair. And I went, Nan! Oh my God! I haven't seen you in such a long time. I didn't think you were here anymore. And she said to me, I'm getting upset now, but she said to me, Lisa, I haven't seen, oh my God, you're looking beautiful. She's to give me the biggest clutch, and I have such vivid dreams that I was there. I was with her, and I've given her this clutch. I'm sorry I get upset. It's so important to know how rich you are in our life from this. I give her the biggest clutch. She was ready to go out on a Saturday night, and she loved going out to the Labour Club. She was there every Friday, Saturday night, and in the week doing a bingo. She said to me, pick my rings from... Sorry. There's this thing we used to do. I, when I was younger, used to be able to pick her jewellery. She was dripping in gold. She loved her gold. So she had like loads of jewels on, and that's how she used to sparkle. So I used to be able to pick all her jewels out of her ring box. Last night in that dream, at the age of 37, it's lovely. I'm crying because it was such a nice dream. She had a red, because she used to love to be matching. She had this beautiful red matching set on, and she said to me, well, pick my rings out then. What am I going to wear today? And that's what we used to do together. So I picked, because she used to have a ring on every finger and thumb. So I'd pick out what rings I wanted her to wear out that night, and she went, beautiful choices. She'd ring them in, pack up her bag, and she'd be like, right, I'm ready to go now. I need to go to the club. I ran back out in my dream, and the time had gone back to now, and I went to see my auntie and my mum. I was like, Mum, Auntie, Sylvia, Nanny's here. You need to come and see her. You can turn the clock back. And they didn't believe me in my dream, as you do, and then my dream ended. But my point is, that makes me the richest person in the world, because I've got those amazing memories with her, and I have this amazing family around me. I have these amazing memories I can make, and as far as I'm concerned, that's what makes me the richest person in the world. It's not about what we have, it's about those people who've made this amazing impact on our lives. So this is my reminder to you, to remember that you are rich. You're rich because of those people around you. You're rich because of who you are. And don't let anybody in this world tell you you are nothing more than important, because you are important, you are valid, you are loved. Sorry for getting upset. It's important to cry. So I know I got upset. Just a reminder, it's important to cry. And you are the richest person in the world by all the love and time and people you have around you. So have an absolutely amazing week, and come back next week for the next episode. Thanks for listening. If you've liked what you've listened to, do you fancy giving me a cheeky review on Podchaser? Or if there's something you'd like me to discuss, just write a comment under one of my posts on Instagram. Just to finish up, remember, see the positives even in the little things. Have an absolutely amazing week. Chat soon.